The aspect of access, not 3 layers. The first, now the fact that we service providers them, like Engineer Bars and the others, don't they do extremely very well. But it still suggests, say, we still get more for do, especially when it comes to making sure that we reach everybody, regardless of identity.
In what way? How do we work this smart? The more we then get for do.
The more we
don't say the challenges are huge.
Yes. And so working this forward, I feel say, one, we need for re-engineer the water supply system.
In what way?
We do operate an aging infrastructure. The infrastructure we've been built for between 250,000 to 400,000 people plus, don't quadruple, the capacity we're supposed for the provide. And so we virtually go just continue for supply water based on the very small capacity we keep for hold. Rain comes from January to December. As long as the dam don't full, it cannot accommodate more than what it can for accommodate. And the water where they waste annually, it also huge more than what they left inside the dam. So how are we trapping?
Naturally and man-made.
Yes. Well, naturally. I mean, like we're in the camp.
Yes.
The dam go full up, especially mile 13, for example, but then everything goes out as wastage.
And man-made, you run away the cut pipe, allow the water for the just flow.
That's now another layer, of the water with the waste, where normally not treated water. 40% of it, Guma Valley is losing, because that one is unaccounted for, when it comes to, for example, the revenue stream of Guma Valley. How do we now ensure that first we not only lock the leakages or block the leakages, but equally put systems in place downstream the dam? Rainy season like this way they approach now, how do we ensure that we trap them wastages then so that times in the rain, in the dries, we can pump them back into the dam?
I said it's going to build a sub dam now, river number 2, correct, engineer?
Yes.
So they are working on it.
So that's one recommendation, going forward. The other are the aspect of, placing people at the center of the delivery process. Because all of this we talk about, they affect people in the community society. Of course, the girl child, the woman them, especially the one that we get the responsibility of bring water in our house.
But people don't want to pay for the service.
Yes, it is true.
And they don't want to pay for the service now. They cut pipe, then the ABUP and street pump. The street taps don't operate anymore.
Which is very true. Now the stratification of the people we want for pay, the one that way not able for pay, and the one that way want for pay but then just not get the services. Guma Valley gets an evidence of that. And so then did the willingness and ability to pay study in 2013, we come out very clearly say 88% of the consumer based on household consumers, me and you understand? And then 12% na commercial and industrial consumers them.
They are already packet water now.
Exactly. It's saddening for no say that small number when at the 12%, they contribute over 66% of the revenue base of the company. We mean say, me and you, we revenue contribution is very insignificant, for get the system running. And how do we now turn this around? One, could it be that people are connected, but they're just not getting access to the services? Who upstream or who close to the system is affecting water supply along the way? Like you talk about deforestation where they go on. You talk about pipe cutting. You talk about, in the midst of aging infrastructure where tomorrow you just go and say the main I call them transmission pipe don't burst.
Like what's happened? Is it Femitona?
Yes.
Few days ago.
Last year alone, Guma Valley put out.
In fact, some people, sorry Soko, some people even bill on top then.
That is
the
it.
main pipe then.
Yes. Last year alone, Guma Valley put out over 10 press releases for major maintenance works. It tells we say, now like us continuing to beat a dead horse. How are we deliberately?
And this year again, just last week again, I go back to the same issue. Just last week again, then put out last week or earlier this week? This week. Then put out a press release, then shut down supply for do repair work on one of the main transmission lines.
So it tells you, say, we must go beyond the quick fixes. And this is not just a problem of Guma Valley. It takes central leadership for make sure, say, we able for, one, get the required resources and investments for make sure, say, we move beyond operating this dead horse, you know, because it's already dead. How about we take Mile 13, for example, for just supply the sub part of the West? You know, we get a system way more sustainable enough for supply the rest of the other parts of the city.